Well, guess what? I almost died. I actually did die. I get to come back. I get to come back and help you, and that's what we get to do. July 4th, 2009. Oh, what did I do? I found myself in a coma the next day. They pronounced me dead at 5:41. Then I got a choice to come back and help you. Well, I got to do what? Plan the problem like I did as a kid. But what did I do? Got back to millions and billions, because that's half the fun, winning the game of business as we do this today. I want you to understand, coming to my office, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna teach you how to do the same thing I did. Come back from what? Being dead, and come back and rebuild your life too. Well, everybody sees the end results. They see the Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, and the mansions. You know what? They don't see the real story behind the scenes. Let's go back in time to 2009. I got 3 yachts in my backyard. I got houses and mansions in Havasu, Big Bear, and Huntington Harbor, and all 5 islands. 3 yachts in the backyard. My wife wants to take a group of people out, about 72 people, in one of my yachts. Why not? We're gonna watch the fireworks, okay? Sounds great. The next day, my wife rushed me to the hospital because she didn't know if I was alive or dead. They found out I was in a coma. A coma, can you imagine? Someone had a virus on that yacht, didn't tell anybody, so now I'm in a coma. I can hear things going on. I'm going, what's going to happen next? I think I'm in a dream. Maybe it's a vision, I don't know. But I hear a couple of things happen. First, my wife calls Ron at the office. All right, can you help me? Ray's in a coma. They say he's going to die. Ron, instead of helping, he drives a U-Haul truck to my office and steals my books and CDs. He gets caught by the police. All right, she called Tom, my IT manager. All right, and what did he do? I have 50 million people in my database. I have the largest infomercial in the world. I'm online all the time. I'm at the Bonaventure selling products and helping people like you. And what does he do? He sells my websites and phone numbers to the highest bidder, which was a porn site. Never call the phone number one of my CDs, please, because that'll call a porn site, and you don't want to do that. Next, all of a sudden, I'm in this coma thinking what my wife's going to do. Now, understand, I gave her a black cassette. All right, a letter. If anybody ever die in a coma, whatever happens in life, or I'm dead, these are the 5 people you call. And that's what I wanted her to do. Instead, she called my tax attorney. He shows up. Hell, we got it all taken care of. It's not a problem. Ray told me exactly what to do. Sign right here. It was called a POA, power of attorney. I'm screaming in my head. I want to just scream, but nobody's listening to me. It's like, please don't sign that. No. Nobody can hear me. Kind of sucks. After that, though, all right, I ended up dying at 5:41 on July 5th. The machine went beep, 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 and stopped. 5:41. See, the time of death is actually for the state and federal government, by the way. So then we can transfer your assets anyway. From there, I heard the nurse. The nurse came by and said, is he a donor? Luckily, she didn't change and look at my driver's license on the pink dot we put in California. All right, is he a donor? I need to sign here. Oh my God. I got a chance, and I'm in this coma. It's weird. It's like a dream. There's people around me. It's warm. All right. All of a sudden, from there, I get a choice. The voice is very simple. Then the blue eyes came upon me. Simple. What did I get to do? You can stay in peace, or you can go back. I get a choice to stay in peace or go back. Kind of weird. It's like, is this a dream, or what is going on? And my wife's falling apart. I said, go back. All of a sudden, the machine went beep-a-dee-beep. The woman, or because I basically went beep-a-dee-beep, she dropped the clipboard. He's alive. I wish I could have just jumped and went, would maybe scare the hell out of her too. All right, but guess what I got to do? I get to come out of this coma to all this crap. Okay, no problem. All right, everything's all right. Going through the coma to the process. This is 2009. By the time we come around for the coma, all right, very simple. What am I going to do? We come out of coma. The doctor tells me I cannot drive for at least a year. My oxygen in my blood was not high enough, so I had to walk around with an oxygen tank. Okay, no problem. So I'm doing what they told me to. My wife says, let's go to the Huntington Beach house. It's closer to the hospital. We go down Beach Boulevard, Edwards, and by the private beach. All right, Portofino Cove. We got 17 houses in that community, and I own half of them anyway. I expected to have my daughters and my kids live on the same street with my grandkids. That was the vision I had for me. What happened next, we drove to the house. Now, my wife opened the garage, and it's really weird because I have 3 of my favorite cars. My end-zone Ferrari, my Lamborghini, and my Mercedes. They're missing. They're not there to be found. What the blankety blank? Oh my God, all right? Now, I got out of the car on the passenger side with an oxygen tank. I ran to that house because the garage opened, all right? I said, who's in my house? I paid cash for this house. The man turns around and says, I got a gun, I'm gonna kill you. All right, now all of a sudden, you got helicopters, you got cops, you got literally all over the place, Coast Guard. All right, this is not your house, sir. Another cop knew me because of Lamborghinis and Ferraris, and I gave fundraising for basically people in martial arts. He says, Ray, I'm sorry, this is not your house anymore. I said, okay. So I'm thinking, okay, what do you mean it's not my house anymore? It's just like a dream, pinch me. You know, I gotta get out of this, gotta wake up. We walked to the garage, and all of a sudden I look on the floor. And I looked at something, I reached down to go get it, and I'm gonna get it out of my pocket now. This is my daughter's booty. She was 1.5 years old. Someone threw it on the ground like it was nothing. Are you kidding me? All right? The moment I picked it up, all of a sudden, the vision in the dream was true. The POA was signed. Damn. This, I represent $3.7 billion. And it's all what, God? What did I do wrong? I'm helping people before this, all right, every step of the way. And I got to go what, and then come and die and come back and help you? Now I got to rebuild my life in front of the whole world. Well, here's my wife and my kids in the car. What are we going to do? First of all, I call my attorney. He hangs up on me. What? We go to this office. And I'm raising God, what the matter? I'm just screaming my head off. All right? He won't come out. Here's a box. What the blank? We use a box. Okay? The box had an address and a key to basically a safe deposit box as well as a storage. Then they called the police. I wouldn't leave. I wouldn't come out. I'm getting ready to tear down the walls. I'm so pissed off. But again, here comes the cops. Here we go again. So I have to leave because they tell me to. He won't come out. What am I going to do now? Okay. Now, I'm part of a bank. I'm going to go over to the bank, get some money, safe deposit box, and get some money from my account, and we're going to rebuild our lives. We see what's left, okay? We go to the bank. President of the bank walks over and says, Mr. Reynolds, how you doing? I heard you died. No, I came back. I said, I got to get money out of my safe deposit box and my checking account. Well, sir, you don't bank here anymore. What the? It's like, I'm just freaking out. I got a gold collection. I got coins. I got barrel bonds. I got everything. I made my first billion at 21 and 2.6 billion at 26. 2009, I got 2.7 billion of worth, and now I got nothing. They called the police because I'm freaking out at the bank. What do we do? All right, I get escorted again. Damn. My wife starts to fall apart a little bit. Okay, it's honey, no, I got this. Okay? And I got to tell her, because this is my job to take care of the family, husband, wife, kids, whatever. I said, I need you to go to Mark's place. See, Mark's family owns the jewelry mark off the freeway. No problem. I got my oxygen tank. I said, honey, I'll be right back. Be right back. All right, I come back to the car. She says, where's your wedding ring, your Rolex, your necklace, your bracelet? I had it on in the hospital. I said, they're being cleaned. I lied to my wife. See, I lied to her today if it protects her. See, the less you dump on a woman, the better, because a woman doesn't need to have her spirit hurt. The goal is I have to rebuild this. So what do we do now? So all of a sudden I said, okay, all right, I got $16,400 in my pocket. Now, she doesn't know anything because I'm not telling her. Go to Mesa Woods Apartments, Mesa Woods. I ended up leasing an apartment when I was 15 and a half when the court finally let me be classified as an adult. So we go into the apartment, no problem. Everything's going good. We're going to sign the paper, get an apartment, and rebuild it some more. All of a sudden, the manager from the apartment complex says, I just called the police. You cannot use the dead man's social security number. Oh, shit. All right, I'll walk out. Here's cops putting handcuffs on me, putting me in the back of the car, being a bunch of jerks. So what do? My wife's screaming, and we're telling them flat out, He was in a coma. He didn't die. He came back. But then after we explained that, I knew they proved the information's true. Guess what? I got out of the car. Isn't that fun? And I said to the cop, I said, when you're off duty, come see me. I'd like to kick that shit out of you because you're a jerk. That's what I told him. Oh, you think you could? Hey, anytime, please. You have no idea who I am. He was just a jerk. He didn't have to be a jerk, but he was a jerk. My wife on her phone, she says, I found a 2-bedroom cottage with 2-car garage. Okay. It's on Beach Boulevard in Orange. Okay, let's go look at that. I said, hey, I can't sign for it. They're going to arrest me or something because I'm dead now I'm alive. So what do? Simple. My wife signs for the agreement. No problem. We use part of the cash. No problem. We look in the place, 2 bedrooms, 2-car garage. Okay. No problem. Now, because I had that little box from the attorney, we went over to that box and it had a map and an address. It's a storage unit. It has all my clothes in it. My wife's clothes. Nothing else is there. Oh. From there's a safety deposit box. We go to that and it's empty. I guess this is a game or a joke for this guy. Now, I have people that basically are from the goodwill, they're clients of mine. They're part of the goodwill behind the scenes anyway. So I said, can you help me? They said, pick out what you want, Ray, we'll have it delivered today. It's yours, no problem. So I have some people in my life that'll help a little bit, clients or two. I said, honey, now we're going to Best Buy. What are you going to do Best Buy? See, I'm a person that plans the problem. And I think that's the biggest mistake people don't do is they don't plan the problem. So we go to Best Buy. Okay, I have 3 divisions of me, which I invented the division process in 1985-86 in 5 closet divisions. And whatever we do with everything, all right. My wife knows one thing. When I'm going to take charge of something and go on a mission, she knows to stay out of my way. Simple. First of all, I want the computer. I need the bag. I see these Visa gift cards. You see, then I see one thing. See, supply credit can turn into cash. I got an instant $25,000 Best Buy online on my cell phone. They approved it. So I went to the cash register, got the gift cards and the computer of the house. Went back that day. Okay, so understand, we went back to the new 2-bedroom cottage, 2-car garage, and picked up the car I had at my office in Irvine Spectrum and brought that as well. Now what do? We're exhausted. Literally exhausted from unloading things, trying to put things together, figuring out our lives. My wife's falling apart. Sonny, I got this. Don't worry about it. Okay, we'll take care of this. I got to get online, find out if there's any banks or anything on accounts I have left, anything I have. This man cleaned this out for everything he could do because I'm going to die and not come back in hot. It's 1:30 in the morning now. Okay, we finally exhausted. We get to lay down in the bed. All right, and the reality is my wife wants to clean the sheets, because you don't know where this bed's been. It's from the Goodwill. So we got to go through that process. No problem. Finally, 2 o'clock, we get to sleep. All of a sudden, what the blankety blank? All right, the day hasn't stopped. I've had the cops call on me 3 times a day alone, trying to get back from dying and coming back, help you. We walked over to Beach Boulevard. No problem. A police officer says, do you live around here? Yeah, we just moved in. We're all excited. He goes, congratulations. You just moved to Hooker Row and Drug Alley. Oh, shit. Are you kidding? We signed a 6-month lease. And this is what we got to do. Are you crazy? All right. Next step. See, when I'm on a mission, I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. That's what most people do. They stop, they feel sorry for themselves and go, boo-hoo. No. I'm an orphan. I don't got a mommy and a dad or family. So I got to count on me. So what did I do the next day? Got on the computer. I took and found my 3 divisions of me, my 5 closet divisions, and I built $1 million of credit. $1 million of credit. It took me about 6 days. See, when you plan the problem, you have these things ready to go. And that's no problem. That's what I try to teach everybody to do. From there, it's very simple. I said, honey, I just went online. All right, we've been approved for an $840,000 house. 840 because of my credit, no problem. All right, what we get to do is pick the house, and then you get to basically buy it and lease it to us and convert it to a mortgage. Okay, so Pathline.com is helpful to us. So what do we do? She goes, I don't like you, they have an inventory. She doesn't like anything they have in inventory. They have $150 million in the bank and all these properties. She don't like anything. She said, honey, you said I can pick the one I want. Okay, what do you want? You want to go to Gardena, Long Beach, this, whatever else, you're Belinda. She goes, I found this one I really like. Fantastic. It's 4 bedrooms. It's 4 bathrooms. It's a bonus room. Or it's a pool and spa and 3-car garage. It is in Anaheim Hills. Fantastic, baby. We go there, she loves it. We get the escrow. What do? We get to move in right away. And then they convert it to a mortgage in 12 months. And then I basically got another property again. The next property she wanted Yorba Linda. And it was over at half acre. Wow. And then we have this private driveway. See, I'm a person who likes private driveways too, because I don't want anybody to know I live there. I want them to leave me alone. So the bottom line is, you see the story, you see the ending of it. You have no idea what it took to get there. Or when I was a kid being an orphan, out of a trash can, being used and abused, that sucked. See, all my life I fight to get out of hell, because that's what I look at. And I look and I research and do everything that needs to be done. See, I believe anybody can go to school and do the time to get a paper. I did that, but I lived life by doing life. I'd read about 12 books a week and understand what I needed to do. Every time I asked a grown-up when I was a kid something, they acted stupid. I just thought they were all stupid. I grew up and I realized they were all stupid. They don't know what the hell they're doing. I brought in my first million to a billion, all right, and then total billion. Anybody can do this. It's not hard to do when you have Ray's rules and tools. That's me, Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. All right, guess what? We're going to celebrate the 4th of July, Independence Day. We the people, the Constitution, all right, that we get to live by each and every day. Now, we're going to take a bad day for me in 2009 and make it a good day, and we're going to celebrate with you. The goal is to have you understand rules and tools. The goal is about personal credit, corporation and division process, how I got from what, zero again, back to millions and billions, how we get to play the game and win. And that's the design I wrote basically years ago. We have the ability to get past go. You see, I think you're stuck. And I think the biggest problem is you don't plan the problem. Plan the problem so the next time they don't knock you down and kick your assets too. You got to realize Ray Reynolds is the godfather of credit for you.